Starting download on Tekken 7. We'll play that later, probably. Anyway, Ultima Online. Played yesterday. Played this thing yesterday a bit. I just had my laptop open. At some point I had installed Ultima Online Classic. And my daughter came by and she wanted to look at the screen for a moment, and she pointed at Ultima Online. I was like, sure. Opened it up, made a character named very loosely after her. And then I started playing. It's so clunky, and I fell in love with the old school vibes. Haven't ever played a Ultima game or Ultima Online before. I tried Ultima 7 maybe at some point, but I think it was 7. But that was a long time ago. And yeah, I downloaded actually a multitude of clients right now. So this is classic Ultima Online web. Which is a nice client. It has also quite of life features and the original art. I think I'll revisit this one a bit later once I get to know the actual original experience and the clunkiness of it. I actually enjoyed the clunkiness so much. It was so freaking nice to explore how movement works, how basic things works, just to tumble and I don't know, get back again, and it's just explore a game system from an ancient time. So basically I'll still have this open, and I'll maybe revisit this one later. It does have the larger resolution and larger picture, and what I won't be playing is the enhanced version, because that actually looks ugly in my opinion. But I will at least in the beginning I will try to play the very, very classic, almost annoyingly classic version. But I find it somehow serene, or I find it somehow very, very enjoyable. I'm a bit worried that the display capture doesn't really show the game that much. Let's see, can we maybe classic UO or Ultima Online? It's Ultima Online. Can we maybe show it in a different light? In a different way. Does this show? No? Why doesn't it show? Weird shit. Okay. Let's go for display capture then. Would be nice to have full screen though. Yeah, the classic version doesn't have that. Lucky it's as big as it is, but yeah, that is a problem. It would be nice to show a bigger anyway. First I just spawned in the world. I was very confused. I was just trying to talk to anyone here. And it's actually double clicking gets you a quest or some sort of dialogue. Where am I? Who am I? Do you know me? On second thought, I think I best stick with where I am first. I think I've escorted several people to a map maker already. Kind of like that, because boom 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 boom. And now I know where the map maker is. At first I was just rummaging around town and being very unsure. Also, I'm not fully sure how to get off the horse. Do I need to? Can you get here? I can just walk around with the horse inside. That's cool. Ah, maybe I can do this on the... Yeah, I can basically just like move the display a bit. Huh. This is better-ish, I guess. Let's make ourselves a bit smaller. Okay, so this might be more visible. Maybe even more. Moving it down. No, that's not right. Like this, and maybe this works. Anyway. Yeah, I needed to utilize a hack to show the full picture. Anyway, the old classic UI is so clunky. I love it. I absolutely adore it. And look at the backpack. It's just messy with just all sort of junk, and there's like a pile of gold here. And if you want to like give it to like merchants, you actually need to like drag it and then choose the amount, etc. You need to do this every time. And right clicking on a UI thing, like actually how to get this in some do I need to drag it? Yeah, I need to drag it. Yeah, that's so cool. Anyway, so let's get this guide to the map maker. Can you come here? Yo? Stuck behind. Love the clunkiness. Dun, dun, dun. It has like almost sort of like an anti-ADHD vibe. There's like anti-modern gaming vibes. It's just like stumble like on like little pixels and try to pixel hunt sometimes items off the ground and stuff like that. I love that shit. It's like meditative almost. Anyway, first, like, still not sure how to get off the horse or whether I need to. Clicking doesn't work. Items. Anyway, yeah, I remember being lost in a good way. I like being lost. Now I more or less know that there's like instructors here. They give you basic quests to get like to level 50 in like a certain skill, and basically you can then just like fight mobs outside town. So do we have the map open? Yes, please. You can put that here. So basically, just going to explore. And at first I didn't know even that like right click moves. Just holding down right click moves. Those. Yo, Donald. Yeah, like it's Ultima Online. It's amazing. It's so clunky as fudge. I recommend going in blind. This is quite an experience. Just like relearning a like control scheme and how a game works without like any like idea even how this game works. It like ultimately makes sense, but it's so unintuitive, like given like all the standards and boring as shit standards gaming has nowadays. So basically, first I got like arrow keys to move, and yeah, this worked, but it was very clunky to move and very like slow. And then I found out that the numpad is like kind of nice because it allows diagonal movement. Usually, it depends though. It sometimes like bugs out or something. It allows that. Then I noticed that if you hold down control, you can actually like run. And then finally, I made the like huge discovery, which felt awesome. I know this like sounds dumb, but like I love exploring like new game mechanics, new game logic. You actually can right click. You hold down right click, and then you like everything in modern gaming is right click for context menus, etc. Here's left click and right click. You hold down and you just like run. It can probably be like optimized in the newer version, the this thing, or like optimized or like changed or whatever. But I don't like how this is more neat and less clunky. I like the classical version for the clunkiness. So, last night when I first played, recommended by Rahel, my daughter, I just went here, I frolicked around, Found some like flying bats. Had no idea what to do with them. Cougar, black bear. I think because I'm like a new player, they won't attack. Blah blah blah. Menacing but does not attack. Would be under attack if you're not for a status as a new citizen of Britannia. So this is actually England. Also saw a bunch of healers. So what I did is I just like eventually got to fight these by double clicking, and it kind of worked. I need to choose war though. Can I attack on the horse though? Really not sure. The music is absolutely amazing though. Okay, I can attack on the horse. Cool. I have no idea how to get off the horse. That will be a future exploration. I did manage to buy a horse eventually, because at first, even though I had like 1,000 gold here, horse cost like 600 or something, or 500, and I could not get it to like give the gold to the merchant. So there's several ways to pay merchants. Like if you're like buying to get a skill level up or something from a trainer, you drag and drop the gold. But if you want to buy something like a horse, then you need the money in the bank, and they only accept that. So they only accept card or whatever. Love this music though, and it only like sometimes plays. It doesn't always play. Anyway. And this was so messed up. I just like needed to explore for like finding the bank and getting the money to the bank, and that was a hassle. Like that was a lovely hassle. Let me show you how the banking system works. Ooh, I move so fast now. Like previously I just moved like... Can I even showcase how I moved? Like this. That was like, and going from this to to finding out I can move like this felt so good. Anyway, I finally found a bank. I finally found how to interact with these bank people. You cannot like buy, sell, or open bank box. These things. Okay, open bank box. That actually works. And right click for for closing them. There's no like close button, there's no X. But first I tried like double clicking them. Usually that works for like quest items and stuff, but like, or quest menus. But here, yeah, you need to find the specific open bank box menu, I guess. Buy, sell, that doesn't do anything. Books, they get you. So in the bank box, once you get this out of the way, you have all these different options, and none of them make sense. Like, so basically, I needed to deposit into currency account first, and then I think I needed to deposit from currency account into secure account or something. Anyway, it was a hassle, but a lovely hassle, and I managed to actually buy a horse. That was like the first great win of the playthrough. Always epic music, always epic riding around. And I love that, like, at the very moment that I discovered how to attack these, just like double clicking weirdly, it sometimes works. Yeah, so Panther health is here, my health is where? Where is it? Here? Ah, pretty low. I need to run away. So, healers all around. Is this a healer? Noble. No, that's not a healer. So I found a healer. But the problem I had... Where is the healer? Yeah, I wonder here. Cool. I went to him. I wanted a healing. I wanted to see whatever he has in store. And then obviously, like, I wanted to do what I always do with, like, new NPCs. I clicked them. Long time ago I watched cringy old Ultima reviews. Nice, I should make a cringy old Ultima review. I'm master of cringe YouTube weirdness, so I might do that. So basically, obviously clicking on him now in war status with this like mighty epic music, it got me into a fight immediately. I was so surprised. I ran away with my like little keyboard bindings that I didn't know like how to properly run. I just like quietly pranced away, just like panicking they will kill me. With spoilers, they actually did eventually. The healer was tough as nails, as you'd expect from a city healer, just like frolicking around the monsters. But they ran and ran and ran, and once I got killed, it was like so difficult to understand like how to resurrect, because I had attacked the healer. I was basically a criminal. I couldn't like resurrect straight off. I needed to wait for a timer trend, and then like I read somewhere like from like an AI like Googling or whatever that that I needed to like find my body and then pillage, or find a like I don't know, some sort of guy who like takes me to the body for a fee, or the body to me. And yeah, I was just like haphazardly trying to find my body in spirit form, but like it obviously didn't work because I was still in spirit form and I couldn't resurrect because of the criminality aspect. So I got back to the healer. He resurrected me. I was still like 10 minutes. I was just looking for my body. I was looking for my like beginner's stuff. And finally found that opening my backpack, these items were all just here. I don't know, it was probably like AI hallucinating to me, but like and the funny bit is I enjoyed this experience, like getting all of this game knowledge from experience, from like failing and then just like discovering stuff. It felt like every time I made some progress, I found like there's actual movement in the game, like stuff like that. It felt like really nice. The clunkiness is a feature, for sure. Can we do a greater monk bat? And look at that lovely blood splatter. Isn't that cute? Isn't that amazing? Good color. So looting the body is a hassle. Also, I need to select the amount and then drop it in the right place and then close it. Spectacular. I love this. You say you like failing and discovering, yet when was the last time you played Noita? LOL! It's too much of a... This is why I don't play Noita. You would actually watch and like interact with me, and then I wouldn't like see what's happening, and then I'd be dead. Okay, so I'm not a criminal anymore, so I can probably just get myself healed, right? Right? Wrong. Do I need to like find my body first or something? Interact with him, please. Or is there a timer? Just like... I am dead and cannot do that. Huh. Okay, this time I more or less know where I died. No? Can I just run to my body? Okay, so I was dead once before. And I thought that I knew what I needed to do after that experience. But I have no clue. I'm still... What the hell? Like, okay. All that talk. Okay, I now see the Ankh sign on the minimap. That's a good sign. Is that like a... possible to resurrect it here, to wish to try. Continue, yes, okay. Do I have the stuff? Yes, I have my stuff, nice. Okay, I think it's like for new players or something that I don't lose my stuff. Luckily. And I actually got a new robe. So dying actually pays. You get like a free robe from dying. I wonder if I can sell this to anyone. Anyway, let's not be as naked, semi-half naked even. We have some stuff I don't really care about, but it's fine. Where are my shoes? They're really difficult to... Were those like underpants? Where did they go? We had this helm. What the hell is this? Clean bandage? Nah. Bro, everywhere. We have shoes somewhere. Pixel hunting, I love this shit. Head. No, I will not give it or take head. I need to move it by the chunk. Where are my shoes? Did I lose my shoes only? Am I shoeless now? I'm pretty sure they're under somewhere. Oh, these are my shoes. Warachi and Dabi. Do they have names? Okay, my shoes have names. Cool sounding Japanese names, so cool. Ooh, your skill in meditation has increased. That increased just by standing there. How cool is that? I just stood there and my skill in meditation increased. Absolutely freaking amazing. So we go AFK, you win. In meditation. That's awesome. You just like stare at your clothes, at your like bare feet, and you get meditation skill. So let's find a healer. Also, where's my horse? Did my horse die? That would be sad. Okay, so I died somewhere around here. Can we 3000 BC Ankh or 2026 Ankh? I'm kind of an Ankh, I guess. Ooh, Nuskmamik! Nice. My horse is alive, or like alive-ish. My body's still here. Gather all of your belongings. Okay, so that is a feature, but probably because I'm like a new player, that feature didn't need to be there. Okay, or something, I don't know. How can I ride the horse though? I don't remember that. Why is there like battle music? I'm in peace mode. How can I ride my horse? Command kill. No, not. Do not. No, I can add friend, but this is funny. Click on the player whom you wish to make a co-owner. Looks confused. Okay, so actually, how the hell did I mount the horse? Oh, nice. It just sometimes works. Sometimes double clicking works. Sometimes it doesn't. That's life for you. It's very immersive. Fuck, I love this. Eesh. Bad UI. I'm just like a fan. Oh yeah, I need to be in war mode. Yeah, okay. Nice. Yeah, so to answer your question, it's both. It's 3000 BC Ankh and 2026 Ankh because we're playing this game, so both are true. Selecting the exact amount of gold you wish to get, because some people are not greedy. Some people want to loot only like 1 gold. If they have the option, right? You need to ask every single time, whether you want the full amount or not. And the funny bit is, I don't think the backpack is really like that limited, even if it is limited at all. So having a no loot or like no loot all option is like super funny. It's probably like in 5 or like, I don't know, some hours of gameplay I will be like very, very tired of this old school version, and I will switch to this like newer UI, which is not that new. This is the old graphics. I kind of hate the enhanced version of the client that has like 3D graphics instead, and that kind of sucks. But yeah, this is cool. I can't reach that. Yeah. Just everything feels epic, even if I'm just like wandering around the field aimlessly. Like the music is absolutely exceptional. Am I dead again? Probably. Let's run. I'm quick though. No more for you at this time. Why? Do I need to just like wait until I'm healed, or what the hell? Maybe it's a healing skill, right? How to learn healing. Do I also need to ask AI about that? I don't know. Those tiny dresses are so cute in the backpack. Are they for fairies? Yeah, I can wear them, but like they will unequip all of my items probably, so I won't do that. Tiny dresses are cute, yes indeed. And as I mentioned before, you get a freebie tiny dress every time you die. So dying pays off, pays dividends. Dun, dun. I need to crank up the music. Crank. Let's do it like on 0 decibels. Otherwise, like I was putting it on minus whatever because other games are freaking loud. But I love this music so much, it needs to blast all the way through, even if I'm not heard myself. That's a small price to pay. I don't have that much to say anyway. Sulfurous ash, why the hell not? I have the option to put all sorts of trash in my backpack, I will do that. And they all clutter together awesomely. So, we're kind of a ninja or like a samurai character, I guess. And can I get a heal now? No, I cannot get a heal. Why though? Okay, let's go peace mode, because otherwise we will like attack healers and they will get all angry and they will fucking demolish us. Okay, Samurai Grandmaster. I want some stuff to learn from the Samurai Grandmaster. Can I get some? Maybe this was like an expansion, the Samurai thing. It seems like that, because this building is really out of the way and like it's supposedly like medieval Britannia or whatever, but like the samurais here like Greetings, if you wish to learn skills that complement the samurai profession, seek out the following instructors. Hamato teaches Bushido, talking to him first. Bushido is the way of life. Samurai can honorably execute his enemies, or even evade powerful attacks such as Dragon's Breath or Lightning Bolts. That sounds cool. Is this Hamato? Buffs and debuffs will appear here. What? Okay, Hamato is here. Somehow he's very hidden. Ooh, Tekken 7 is downloaded. Nice. I wanted to play Tekken 7 today. I'll probably not find any other players, but like I'm thinking of playing a friend. Maybe you can play Tekken 7 with me, Tunnel, if you're up to it. Let's see. Maybe Strash will be up to it. I need to DM him. Like I'd be up to play like at around maybe 11ish in the evening. Before that I'll do some like game dev at 10, but this will be probably closed session, probably. Maybe I'll stream, I don't know, let's see. Depends on who is joining and whether they are okay with streaming stuff. Anyway, head east, out of town, Old Haven, they all say that. Use the confidence defensive stance, I have no clue how to do that. And attempt to honorably execute monsters there until you have raised your Bushido skill to 50. Greetings, I see you wish to learn the way of the samurai. Wielding the blade is easy. Anyone can grasp a sword's hilt. Learning how to fight properly and skillfully is to become an armsman. Blah 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 blah. Way of the samurai, code of Bushido. If you fail to honorably execute the undead, your defenses will be greatly weakened. What? What is honorable executing? What does that entail? A successful parry instantly ends the weakness. What? If you succeed, however, you will be infused with strength and healing. So like it's 50-50 or something. Your swing speed will also be boosted for a short duration. With practice, you will learn how to master your Bushido abilities. Return to me, blah blah blah. The only problem is I have no clue how to change my stance or whatever. The dragon's tail I will get. That sounds lovely. Okay, so from previous like quest givers, I understand that I can only have like one beginner's quest active at a time. So that's kind of nice, but also I have no clue how to use these skills. Combat, like this shows me passive skills, okay, but how to use active skills? Okay, that resizes stuff. I need to right click to close it, right? Okay, so skills. Skills are not on the skills, they are somewhere else. Inventory, no. Let's close this thing. Maybe from... No. Is this a skill book? Yeah, that's a skill book. But how to use skills, though? No clue. Difficult to track wisdom, perception, knowledge. Okay, I can probably... Yeah, okay. Difficult to track, that's a passive. Do I have like a stance then? It said I need to take a defensive stance, but how to freaking do that? Okay, I'm like almost fighting. Okay, so I probably need to Google stuff because I have no clue. Interesting. Okay, let's Google this shit. How to switch to defensive stance in Ultima Online. Switch to defensive style using the weapon codex system. Open the codex, which is found in your backpack. Okay. Select stance. Okay, so it was just a different one. This is the wrong client. Okay, so codex is maybe this one. Moving shot. Ooh. Okay, secondary ability icon, primary. It has a delay in like switching pages. Awesome. Bleed attack, moving shot, on pierce. Where's the stance though? Block, defense master? This is just the index. I need the actual disarm, dismount. Ooh, dismount is like a skill? Ah, dislodges target from the mount. Can I do that to myself? It also does damage, okay. I'm pretty sure I cannot move, like, can't use all these, but... maybe I can if I wield the right weapon? I have a Bokuto? I need a Lacha Chankama or Elven... was it defensive master I need to enable or something else? Psychic attack. Can I use this? And again, like how do I actually use this? So I don't see the same things anymore. Defense mastery. Cool. Okay, let's Google again. Codex hotbar. Type the command codex hotbar. Really? Okay. Oh, it had a bracket. But it doesn't let me write the bracket. Okay, I need to copy it probably, maybe. If the AI isn't hallucinating on me. Doesn't work! AI is hallucinating on me. Okay, whatever. Let's have an actual... read at things. This guy finally figured out how to swap between Blade Weaver's offensive defensive mode. Macro that targets your mount. Make a macro that targets your mount and then add 2 use targeted. What? I think I need to switch clients. So I'm not sure whether I can go through with this. If you right click on it, then you can swap between offensive. Oh, on your pet. What? Okay. Maybe I should play Ultima Outlands. Let's see what Ultima Outlands. It looks the same. That's cool. Looking the same is a good thing. But it has commands and settings. Whoa. Next level shit. Okay, it does have these commands that you type in though. Maybe that's only Ultima, what's it called? Outlands. Switch stance again after performing blah blah blah. Let's be more basic. How to use skills in Ultima Online. Skill menu. Blue dot. Where is the hotbar though? Don't think I have an hotbar. Okay, so maybe another scroll for skills. Party manifest, okay. Whatever that means. Okay, so I needed to look for a blue dot. I'm not sure there's a blue dot here, anywhere. Also, my weapon doesn't seem to be really... A Bokuto doesn't seem to be written down anywhere. No Bokuto under any skill. I think I just need to get good. Can't even block with this thing. Oh, nerve strike. Okay, I can do a nerve strike probably. Where's the blue dot? Okay, AI hallucinations again? Probably. I don't know. Ultima Online Classic Client. Blue gem. Okay, maybe I just need to click on the paper doll then? No, it just goes away. Help just gives me like another website. That's not really helpful. You must wait to perform another action. So I'm performing something already. Nice. Or not so nice. I'm not sure. Nerve strike pocket. I don't see any... Okay, whatever. Need to watch a video for this shit.
And maybe a bit faster. If you've made a character already with sufficient skills to start, you can jump right on in. But what if you didn't?
That voice is so annoying.
What if you're starting from 0? In this instance, you would go to the appropriate NPC and choose to train the skill. This will require you to go to the bank and withdraw the recommended funds.
I actually cannot do that because I'm like having the beginner's quest. It doesn't allow me to train.
Then you will return to the NPC, choose to train the skill again, and drop the gold on the NPC.
That's so funny.
Once you've done this, you should see the skill raise to 30. From there, you can train your skills to Grandmaster.
It doesn't actually work like that.
Don't feel overwhelmed on how, though. The UA Wiki has all the skills and best means to train them. If you want to get there a bit faster...
Okay, let's just open that shit up. Okay. I guess help. General questions, probably. Let's go. Yay, opens up the forum thing. Gameplay, it's probably gameplay or combat. Combat. Champion spawns. What the hell? Like, I'm not asking about like advanced stuff like that. I'm just asking about how to change the freaking style. Skills, maybe. Okay, like there was Bushido, right? Perfection, honorable execution, confidence. Let's read. Okay, so maybe I need to be fighting to have that pop up to me. No freaking clue. Getting started. Published, returning players. Getting started, I guess? Oh no, that's not it. Nope. Begging is a skill, that's nice. Gameplay items, new legacy, player. Whoa, technical. It seems technical, it's probably not. Still combat? No, that got me to a weird place. Let's do gameplay this time. Crafting bag ball. Huh. Britannia loyalty. So it has a weird loyalty system. Okay, cool. No, this is not it. This doesn't. Okay, so very basic guide how to play Ultima Online Classic. This will get me places. Yeah, installation, I get that, but okay, movement. This was cool. Interaction, double click, combat. I can press tab. That's nice. Chat. Yeah, I know that. Don't die. Don't die. That's a good suggest. Yeah. Don't die is a very good suggestion. Target yourself. Okay. So, video mode.
Is your freshly created tool. You created him or her with 50 imagery, 49 meditation, and 1 skill point anywhere you like to grab the newbie item that you so much love to have. And you created it with 50
so much pointless stuff.
And you are going to buy this Shepherd's Crook. Should be here. Shepherd's Crook. You buy the Shepherd's Crook.
No, I don't want to. I want to do fucking Bushido. You have like a add-on. I don't have an add-on.
You go here to the Moonglow teleporters. And you are going to get the teleport to the south. Let's get rid of circle of transparency. You go here.
What
teleport to the south.
No, I won't do that. Yeah. Very super basics. I love it how they needed to be super clear on this. I don't need the basics of playing it. I need the very super basics. Corpse run. What that does mean? Oh yeah, like finding a corpse, I guess. Yep. Everyone plays, but like. Oh, so this guy made a video. Okay. So it's an hour long. The very basics. An hour long.
Good day, everyone.
Again, very, very low volume. I guess that's usual for streamers as me and him.
And the very basics on how to play the game. As it is an older game and there's not a lot of information available, especially
whoa, that mic is very
low. This is
low.
going to be information on the Ultima Online for Evershard. This is where I am currently playing. So to start off,
what the hell is that?
You want to go to uoforever.com to download your free game client, okay?
No, I'm not playing that. I'm playing like the basic version. Come on. Maybe it's similar enough. I don't know.
Right. For this
okay, gameplay starts at 20 minutes.
Sorry, 1 second.
It's all everything else is set up.
You're gonna have to get everything kind of organized on your screen, all right? And I'll show you how to do most of the stuff too, because some of these things might not necessarily be on your screen right away. So I'll show you how to get everything set up here, okay? Some of these boxes, like these boxes down here, are just informational boxes. They're just little tooltip boxes to allow you to kind of see cooldowns and stuff like that a little bit easier, okay? So if you don't have a life bar, the way you pull up your character's life bar is by clicking and dragging on your character.
I know that
okay, so again,
much.
we're going to go over the very, very basics of Ultima Online. How to start playing, whether you're a vet coming back or a brand new player that's never played Ultima Online before, this is the video for you, okay?
Yeah, you don't need to explain that.
Information and tutorial stuff here, okay? So again, if you need your character's health bar, and this is at any point in time because maybe it gets closed down, maybe it gets lost or something, you click and drag your character and pull it off your character, okay? Then if you want more of an informational health bar, you can also double-click the health bar, and that will bring up
Magneto
the detailed information of your character, okay?
Oh yeah, it's not
so
seen
from
on
here,
the
breakdown is your strength bar or strength attribute points are here, okay? You have a little clicker here that you can either set it to raise your strength, lower your strength, or lock your strength, okay? Points are here. Information, okay? Then if you want more of an informational health bar, you can also double-click the health bar, and that will bring up the detailed information of your character.
Really? That's
so from here, breakdown is your strength bar or strength attribute points are here, okay? You have a little click.
I want to see that. Health bar, double click. Whoa! What does this mean? Strength up? Or like... What the hell? How? Character status, okay. I cannot get it back to lower? Huh. Can I get the thing back? The bar. Can't reach that, whatever. It's right here! Why can't... Okay. How can I get my health bar back? This is so weird. Buffs and debuffs. What the hell? Okay. I guess I'll put it on the right edge. Okay, cool. So open paper doll, open titles, open backpack. Maybe from here? Ooh, quest skills. Status probably. Yeah, but I need to make this. Ah, okay, gotcha. Cool, I guess. Whoa,
here,
that's
you can either set it to
arcane.
raise your strength, lower your strength, or lock your strength. Okay, depending on your attribute points in your build, you only have 225 attribute points to build your character, right? So utilize those attribute points very wisely, based on your character and based on how you want your character to react on the field, right? If you're a warrior character, you're probably gonna want more dexterity. If you are a mage, you're gonna want more intelligence, right?
Warriors use
So keep that in mind,
dexterity?
all right?
What?
And that will help you with locking them out at a certain point or raising them at a certain point, okay? We have hit points. You'll notice your hit points are a little bit higher than your strength, actually. There is a built-in ratio that will help you out with that, to help out your hit points. So that's why I usually lower my strength a little bit, to bring up my dex and bring up my intelligence, because those are on
How
par with
to,
the
like,
intelligence
lower
and
those?
With the
Am I stupid?
with the attribute points themselves. So boost those up a little bit so you get a little bit more actual dexterity and stamina and a little bit more mana, right?
Like, is this boosting them up,
Then we move
or
over to here. We have the defense chance increase. So this is essentially your armor rating, your, I guess, virtual armor rating, if I'm not mistaken, right? We have maximum stats, so how many intelligence points you actually have to distribute, so 225. Luck, it's not used here. Your weight, your carrying weight of this character.
I
So
don't care.
in Ultima Online, you actually don't use a panel system of how many items you can hold. It's actually done based on weight, okay? So it's a different system than a lot of newer
nice.
MMOs, which have, say, like a 16 grid
Where's
bag. You
weight?
can hold 16 items. Ultima Online allows you to hold a certain
99.
amount of items and a certain amount of weight. You're
Nice.
maxed out at 125 items, which is a lot of items, right? Or I think it's 444 stones or something in your bag as a max character weight, but you won't actually be able to carry that. We'll get into that later. Okay.
you can carry
Then from there, we've got our
444
damage rating,
stones.
right? We've got how many followers are following us, because again, we can tame and control animals or have a horse, right? So each different pet that follows us takes up a follower slot, depending on how strong it is, okay?
Do I have a follower?
We have
Oh, yeah, I do.
different things here that aren't used, okay? Just realized that. And then we have our armor rating here. As you can see here, there's different elemental ratings. The elemental ratings aren't used on Ultima Online Forever. That was a newer feature built into UO, but on older retro shards, like Ultima Online Forever, you won't get features like that built in. So you'll just have a physical resistance rating, okay? And then at the very, very bottom, you have a gold count, okay? So that shows you how much gold you have in your bag, okay? So in a lot of cases, a lot of people, like myself, I keep it minimized. Some people want to see the numbers all the time, so you want to put it somewhere where you can see it all the time, all right? You want your health bar up. On top of that, we've got our counter bar, okay? So this is where you would throw certain items, almost like a hot bar in most newer MMOs, where you want to keep track of certain items, both their counts and the ability to use them, okay?
How to do that? Okay, I'm doing this. This is cool. Pop-up help. No. Chat, no. Macro options. Okay. Filter options, obscenity. Ooh. Miscellaneous. Reputation system, display. I have the biggest resolution. Noise. Page flipping. Next level feature. Full screen display. Can I? Apply. Funny. Nope. Does it like default to... Yeah, it defaults to where I was. Okay, cool. Hold shift for the context menus. Use default, automatically arranged, minimized windows. One mouse in a separate thread. Okay. Disable menu bar. What happens if you don't? Ah, you mean this menu bar? Yeah, that's probably not needed, but yeah. Okay.
So to get that up on the screen and to change the orientation of how it's actually set up, okay, rows, columns, everything like that, you come into your options menu, okay, on your paper doll. This is going to be referred to as a paper doll. And if it's not open, you can open it by clicking on the little arrow in the top left, going over to paper doll, clicking on paper doll. And
Yeah, I
paper
need
doll,
to change to the other client, probably.
So on the side here, we have options, right? Under options, if you scroll down a little bit here, or just hover down, you're going to get down to counters, okay? You're going to enable a counter, so this actually physically shows up on the screen. I like to have it highlight on use, so whenever I use one of these, it will highlight the box that's being used, okay?
Do I get to highlight that, like, here as well? Do I get to use that somehow? Vendor search, open titles. Insurance, what the hell? Okay, probably no then. I love this sound. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Okay, cool.
Enable abbreviated amounts. I want to know the actual amounts. I'm not usually carrying multiple thousands to have to abbreviate it. Okay, and then I do like to set this so that if the item count reaches
Maybe
less
I
than 10,
don't
so
have
usually
like
you're
skill
gonna have
bars in this
regions,
version.
like important things on this hotbar. You want to know and you want to be essentially.
I guess I'll just fight random.
So I like to highlight it again, so I know when to go back to stock items. Okay, this is going to adjust the actual size of the cells themselves.
LOL.
I usually go with 30 boxes myself. I go with 3 rows of 10.
No.
I just like the orientation of it. I like how it sits on my screen. It fits everything I want and more in there. So I usually go with 3 rows of 10. And again, this you can track anything on that bar now by just clicking and dragging the items, and then it will show you how many of said items you have in your bag. And by a quick double click, instead of having to go into your bag directly and trying to click on the items in your bag to use them, you can just click on the hotbar and utilize them from the hotbar. Okay, which is very, very useful. Okay, big tip there. All right, so we're gonna apply that. Okay.
We don't have a
Another thing you probably want to get set
hotbar.
up for quick viewing is what's called the info bar. Okay, remember how when we double clicked on everything over here? All right, you had the numbers themselves. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate the numbers, so we still have our regular visual health bar here. We're going to duplicate the numbers by putting up an info bar.
I just not
So
want to know how to switch stances or whatever.
This will allow you to keep track of different things in this menu here. So the only extra one that I usually do, which again we'll come to. We have our info to go through in and off. Hold tab key for combat. It's a tab key. Okay, changing that because you will attack it, but you can at least be in combat mode for the sake of the argument now. Okay. So first thing you do, okay, I like to keep Corey before attacks on, okay, because essentially what that does is if you're going to do something you shouldn't do, like attack an NPC or something, that's going to get you into trouble. Sorry, I gotta find one that's going to get me in trouble here, right? This may flag you as a criminal, right? As a newer player, you might want to keep that up because
so
this will help you not go gray and help you, or prevent you from getting killed by other players, by guards, you know, whatever else, by making mistakes that you didn't know would be an illegal act, right? So I like to keep that up. But if you know what you're doing, you want to turn that off. Corey before attack, and then you can openly attack people. If I was to attack this person now, actually, you know what? I can show you for sake of argument because I don't really have anything on me, okay? But for sake of argument, if I come here and then go to attack this person, I die, right? Instantaneously, I die. The guard kills me. I attack them. I did a bad act, right? So now I'm gray. I'm gonna have to wait a couple minutes to turn green again and stuff, or to turn blue again.
The game doesn't
That will show
explain
you,
any
what
of
prevents
this.
you from doing,
That's
okay?
super cool.
And then same thing with this one. I like to keep this one on too. Corey before performing beneficial acts on bad people. Okay. So for an example, if you're in a dungeon, you go to heal a monster. This will tell you, hey, look, wait, you're about to heal someone that's great, which is going to make you gray, which is going to allow you to be freely attackable by anyone around you. Do you want to do
Really?
this? Probably not.
If you heal a monster, you go like
right?
criminal
That'll
mode?
help you as a newer player, right? And as a gray, I'll go over a couple different things. That's why I kind of did this real quick too, right? Some other features you're going to want to turn on. Okay. In here. Right, that's pretty much it actually for in here. For the combat, that's pretty straightforward. I generally keep those pretty much the way they are. All right.
Is it straightforward?
That's very helpful. Help you with variety. Something you may want to do yourself too is if you don't like going gray or you don't like, you know, performing negative acts, if you double click on the pentagram on the top of your paper doll, okay, and then you go down to this second option on the right hand side, there'll be a bunch of different toggles here, okay, a bunch of different options. What you can do is you can click off.
What's this infernal? What is that infernal menu? Let's do manageable volume. Right clicking this gets you. Whoa! Honesty, spirituality, sacrifice. Why is it like under this weird pentagramish thing? So I guess there's like skills here or something? Oh, it's like, no, it's a virtue menu. What? Status? Blue gem to view your status in this. Yeah. Okay. No, that was not it. Still, like, this should be the skill menu, right? And I do have a Bokuto on me, so why doesn't Nerve Strike work? Could someone explain me that? Maybe I need to be in a battle. Okay, let's try. Spectral Spellbinder. No. Seems way too strong. Okay. I dismounted somehow. I'm now in war mode. Nice music. Okay, so do I see an option to do anything? Accelerated skill gain. Cool, but can I actually like put myself into whatever the stance was? Status? No. I'm pretty much dead already. Not really, but takes a lot out of me. Okay, finally the zombie is dead though. Yes, take everything, put it here. What is this? Spine. Obviously we take a spine and I don't know, can we sell the spine? I guess so. Garlic. Yes, zombies have garlic on them, that makes sense. They like to sniff it, maybe it's like catnip to them. Okay. Still no clue how to use skills or whether there are skills here in the game. Heal me. Nice. I guess there's a timer between heals. Okay, skills. Combat. Parrying, throwing, wrestling. I need a defense stance, but whom shall I examine? It's I cannot quite get sense of their physical characteristics. It's a regular human being. Come on, and combat is anatomy, really? Okay, how did I get anatomy skills already? Huh. Weird shit. Do I create a new group or arms lore? Taste identification. I have a skill called taste identification. What happens if I... Oh yeah, I can just make this go up and down, whatever that means. Swordsmanship, almost there. Tactics. Still not sure how to do the samurai bokuto training thing.
So what that does is, when someone dies around you that's innocent,
Ah, you're so low volume.
open their corpse, which isn't illegal, okay? But once you've opened their corpse, you could take an item off the corpse, which is illegal in the game, which would again flag you gray, alright? There's a variety system built in. If you're gray or red, there are certain ways to click off disable open the corpse, so then you can hear this into it. This video here for this set, in the vicinity of them when you're dead. So when you die, you're essentially, you can see them. So I see you, right? Blocks are randomly placed on them to use bandage, pretty much like a.
But how to fight?
Health bar started, right? So our skill is not very good itself. Double click your bandage, okay? And then you can apply it to yourself by either clicking on your health bar or clicking on the actual character in the game itself. You get a message, you begin to apply bandages, okay? At this point in the game, we're not very well trained, we just started, right? So our skill is not very good, okay? So we're probably gonna fail the bandage job. We actually got it, okay. So we applied some bandages, and as you saw, our health went back up. Again, very, very important skill in Ultima Online is healing, okay? With healing, keep your player alive, keeps you in the fight, whatever else, right? Some very basics of healing, okay, are with bandages, the way to either acquire bandages, so there's a few different ways. You can either fight mobs that drop bandages as loot, okay? You can go to the, I guess, the outside world and try and stumble across some cotton fields that have bandages that you can actually pick cotton, and then come into the spinning wheels. Those, you bring them over. Bolts of cloth can bandages, okay? On your, okay? Because you'll start with a pair of newbie scissors, so you never lose them, they don't wear out or anything, and scissors is one of the most important. Cut cloth. Then with cut cloth, if you cut it again, it turns into bandages, okay? So now we have 150 bandages in our bag, right? So we just added to our bandage count. See how for people that might not have played before, again, this is, I'm just trying to think of more important information here. A second, because I'm going to show you like that
just
as well.
do a fight.
In the sewers here, okay? See how that guy went gray on me? What that means is essentially that little rat is trying to attack me, okay? So
really?
we're now in combat, right? He's going to work his way around the thing here to try and come attack me and everything like that. But essentially, the way it works is, to start fighting something, you tab into combat.
Ooh, nice frog.
Which again, it's a toggle now. We switched off the hold button in our options menu, and I showed you that
This
earlier.
frog.
So now we're in combat mode, so you'd run over to whatever mob or creature you want to attack, right? And then you can either double click on it, or sometimes if it attacks you, it will automatically attack. Like you saw me shoot an arrow at that because it attacked me. But we'll try and actively attack the slime. So I'll run over and double click the slime in attack mode. So now we are now actively attacking the slime, okay? It's going to come towards me because it's going to try and engage me in combat, all right? As an archer, you could theoretically run away and kite your target if you wanted to, but it's not a big deal. We'll just sit here and take it, all right? We'll see what happens. Oh, so now we got poisoned, all right? So now we're in combat, so we're fighting the little slime there, right? We're shooting them with arrows. And then another thing too is, when you're poisoned, you can't heal yourself directly, okay? You have to cure the poison first, and then you have to heal yourself. So in this case, we'll have to try and apply the bandages, and maybe hope that it cures us, okay? Before we can actually heal our character back up, all right? That's one of the mechanics of Ultima Online. You have to cure yourself before you heal yourself, okay? So now that the poison is worn off, we can then use the bandages again. They finished, so our health went back up. Then, once you kill the monster, to loot the monster, you run over, double-click the corpse. I have it set for grid loot and for corpse loot, and that's an option in here as well, all right? If you scroll down...
That's not an option for
down
me.
in the regular general options menu, okay? To jumps and context, all right? There's going to be an option about 3/4 of the way down, which is grid loot, okay? I like to have both on, okay? Because normally in Ultima Online, when you come over to a corpse, okay, and you open it for the first time, you'll be prompted with just the corpse, okay? You'll be prompted with just the corpse, like just the little casket here. I like to have the grid loot on because grid loot makes it a little bit easier to keep things organized and loot things, in my opinion. So I like to have both on because sometimes there's certain things that grid loot is weird for, like grabbing things that are overweight and stuff like that, so you can drop them on the ground, different things, okay? So anyways, once you've opened up your corpse, then what you can do is to either loot things, you can either single click on the grid loot, okay? Or you can click and drag the items from your bag, or from the corpse into your bag, right?
That's
and also
crazy.
too, you can
Yeah.
also set it as well. Lots of different options for different ways to interact with the game. But if you go into your containers in your options menu, and then double click, and then you set it for double click to loot items inside container, okay? What that will do is once you've opened up a corpse, once you double click it, you can actually just double click the items in the bag. They're over a ledge, so I can't technically grab them right now, but that will allow you to grab the items in the corpse without having to like click and drag.
Yeah,
right?
I need to
So
go
as you can
to
see,
the
combat's
newer
pretty straightforward
client.
once you know how to get in and out of combat. So right now, like I was saying, if I wanted to get out of combat and leave everything here without having to worry about it, I could tab out of combat and not have to worry about
Okay,
it. Right?
but how to go
I
to
have to
the
actively kill things.
defensive bloody stance?
So that's how combat works. Okay, combat's pretty straightforward when you're fighting NPCs in Ultima Online. Pretty basic in terms of like back and forth and everything. It's when you start getting into PvP that it starts getting pretty strategic. Let's put it that way. Other than that, very basics of Ultima Online, what you'll want to also do is play around with the different options in your paper doll, right? I find a lot of people don't click around with the different options and play around with the different options to get things set up for themselves, and that is really, really important. So again, click around your options, make sure you've got everything properly set up, and from there, you'll be able to actually customize the way the game works and the way you want to play it.
First, I don't have those options. Second,
interact with different
way
features in
too
the game.
many options.
There's so many different ways and options to click off that so many people play different ways that I don't want to get too much into the options because I don't want to overwhelm people. But with time, you'll figure out how you like things to act, how you want things to interact. And
Get
figure out
into
what options you
defensive
use, right?
stance.
Also, too, from
I
there,
need to do that
a quick
shit.
overview of the banking or storage system when you first get into Ultima Online. So you're going to start in the inn here in Britain. Okay, so this is where you're pretty much going to
He
start.
did not go over that shit. Okay. Maybe later.
It will automatically try and bandage myself, and then with another key press, right? You could also have it set so that you target someone else, because you can heal other players too if you're close enough, right? So again, you can have a hotkey set for targeting yourself, right? Or you can have a hotkey set for targeting other players around you to heal them up as well. Most features in Ultima Online can be hotkeyed, so remember that.
But
there's
you have a
keys set for
second
you to heal time to try
party,
and
like, or third party software to do that. What? Really?
key to bandage self. So just at the press of a button on your keyboard, you'll attempt to bandage yourself. It's not going to let me because I bandage.
I need to look up that shit. Okay.
Be fighting where you should be going. So figure that out for yourselves. Ultima's a lot of fun that way, figuring out things and what you should be fighting and stuff. But to show you really quick again, tab into combat, double click your target, okay? That will start initiating the combat. Your target will start attacking you back,
Poor pig.
okay? And then from there, what you can do is, if you get damaged, double click your bandages, single click your health bar or U to get healed up, and you're good from there, okay? Further still, there are hotkeys or macros you can make in the game. Very basic, like setup here is you're gonna get Razor. That's what I use. Okay, you might use something different. I use Razor, but very basic macros to have. And one that you should probably utilize real quick would be something like heal yourself. Like go into hotkeys and make a self heal hotkey. So if you go into hotkeys, items, there's gonna be bandages. Okay, bandage self. Okay, what you want to do is put a hotkey to bandage self. So just at the press of a button on your keyboard, you'll attempt to bandage yourself. It's not gonna let me because I don't have any damage right now. But with that key press, I attempt to bandage. Normally it would bring up the cursor, and it wouldn't bring up the cursor because it automatically knows I'm trying to bandage myself, but it will automatically try and bandage myself, and then with another key press, right, you could also have it set so that you target someone else, because you can heal other players too if you're close enough, right? So again, you can have a hotkey set for targeting yourself, right? Or you can have a hotkey set for targeting other players around you to heal them up as well. Most features in Ultima Online can be hotkeyed, so remember that. There's tons of different hotkeys, tons of different
Just
ways
give
you
me
can
the
set up different
feature
macros
of
and stuff like that. Scripts
switching
to set up, so play around with
stances.
different macros, play around with your hotkeys, and get things set up the way you want the game to play. And then further still from there, what I always suggest people do is as soon as they essentially enter the game, you're going to want to start macroing certain skills up to build up your skills, right? Because in Ultima Online, skills are built up by usage, right? So the more you use a skill, the more you gain in a skill, right?
That's
so
awesome,
for
though.
example,
I
if
love
you were
that
to
in
go
games.
to the Bard at the back here. Okay, I'll go here real quick.
Ooh,
Just do
so
this
many
real quick.
players.
Wrap up the video to show you how to macro a skill real quick. Because again, this is very basic information, right? A lot of people know how to do this, but some people don't know how to run a basic macro or whatnot. So this is really important stuff to get started in UO, to get a character established, right? Because even what you can do is you can have 3 accounts simultaneously logged in at a time, right? So what I always suggest is make your 3 accounts right off the hop, right? Have 2 accounts in the background that you're essentially macroing up characters, building up their skills to hit the ground.
Really?
And then if you want to play right away, build a basic warrior character that you could, like I was just doing there, killing even barnyard animals for skinning them for leather. So what you would do in that case is use your knife, walk up to the corpse, double click your knife, click on the corpse, it'll skin the corpse with leather. You can sell leather to players for money and for resources, right? So that's what you want to do right away as soon as you hop into UO, is start macroing 2 characters in the background for whatever skills or template you're going to make in the background, and then have your 3rd account where you're actively playing it and building up money and starting to fund your characters, okay? So very basic macro here we're going to be building is, with this one here, okay? We've got our, let's do peacemaking, okay? Just for sake of video here, okay? So we're going to create a new macro, which is peacemaking, okay? Just naming the macro here, all right? We go into the macros.
Peacemaking.
Right, peacemaking. We're going to record ourselves literally just, in this case here, again, just for sake of video, we're going to record ourselves just double-clicking the tambourine, okay? In this case, what you could actually do is if you wanted to build up the actual peacemaking skill, a good way to build up peacemaking skill is you can just target yourself. So what I've done here is, these are all the skills in-game that I was going over before we started, all right? So if you go into your paper doll, click on skills, it'll bring up a list of all the different skills. They're listed by category, okay? The one we're going to want is in Bard category. If you want a quick tab to use the skill, all you have to do is click and drag the skill off. Some of them you can't use because they're just a passive skill. But if you want the skill to be able to just click and attempt to use the skill itself, click and drag the skill itself, and you get one of these little tab buttons. And then if you click the tab, it'll actually use the skill. See who do you want to
Okay,
calm.
but defensive stance.
And that was just trying to do an AoE.
Tell
calm
me
everyone
about
around us,
defense
right?
stance.
So what we'll do is, in this case here, okay, perfect. So we double click. The best way to set up a macro,
Okay.
no.
No.
Buy a bunch of tambourines, buy a bunch of whatever single instrument
Sorry.
you want to use, but buy the same instrument, okay? You're going to double click that instrument to start, okay?
Always
While you're
forget
recording,
that
right?
he's
that's
so
double click
low
the
on
tambourine.
volume.
Then you're going to want to set to double click by type, okay? Because what that's going to do is every time the macro resets, it's going to try and double click that tambourine. So in case the tambourine runs out of uses after a while, because they only get so many uses, right? And essentially, and then what I did in the background while I was still recording the targeting, pause for half a second, target me. Doing in the background your skills. So when, right? Fighting skill, play. Whatever character you decide to play while the other characters are building up in the background. And that way you're getting three birds, stoned at once, right? So
No, I'm not leveling up 3 characters at once. Sorry. Even if that's how I'm meant to play. Oh fuck, I forgot again. Okay, let's go. So, combat skills. These are all passive. Thieving, bard, magic, trade. New group, perhaps? Nope. Yay, we have new group now. Woo. Okay, I have no clue how to do defense stance, but I'll just click on monsters and hope they die it. And this seems to be not an easy one. What? I didn't want to attack my horse! I did not want to attack my horse! Poor little nose mimic, no! How can I make friends with the horse again? Peace? Please? Tame? Ooh. Okay. Okay, I almost killed my horse. Sorry. That was... Yes, I'm attacking the actual monster now. Woo. A skill in focus. Huh. You have gained a little fame. Okay. Skull. Nice. Nice little pixel hunting. Love that. Yes. Yes, I was not attacking myself, I was not attacking the horse, I was attacking the enemy. This is a small win. I'm feeling excited about this. This is a small win, but it feels so nice. So much money. So much bone marrow or something. Is it bone marrow? That's pixel. Arm. So many arm. So much arm ingots. Sure, we'll take everything. We don't know what's what. Zombie seems easy enough. Let's do it! Anatomy? Okay. We know about zombie anatomy now. Strength has increased. Okay, parrying has increased. Tactics. I guess that's cool. Wow, looting is so fun. Wow. Yeah, I definitely need to use the new client. Okay, maybe let's switch straight away. First, let's find a healer. Healer, please? Yes, please. Yay. Okay, so I guess I log out. Cool. So now this client. Europa is here. Profile loaded. It looks too smooth. I don't like how smooth it looks. But can I get actual like skill bars and stuff? Let's see what the options menu is here. Okay, always run, video, sound, combat, beneficial skills, blah blah blah. Enable, blah blah blah. So many freaking options. Right plus left click auto move. I have no clue what these do. So skills menu. Reset groups. Left click. I have no skills in this menu. Okay. Ah, this looks too clean. I can't play this thing. What did we want to look at? This looks the same. Okay, let's try attacking here. That's cool, I guess. Oh yeah, we need the auto loot thing. So can we auto loot here? Double click. Right click, no. Right click gets me, okay, away from the menu. So double click doesn't do anything, right click doesn't do anything. I still need to drag. Sure. Good old drag and drop. This will get old soon. Okay, so auto open corpses, did not see that happen. Movement, corpse open options, both. What is not targeting, not hiding? What does that mean? Auto open doors, weak. Smooth doors, weak. Smooth boat movements, yeah, let's turn that off. Fast rotation, game objects, blah blah. Sallows, easy grab, what the hell is that? Grid loot. Okay, now we got it. Grid loot, both. Hold Alt key to move gumps. What the hell are gumps? Use standard skill gump. Disable the menu bar. Use old status gump. What the hell are gumps? Okay, hold Alt to move gumps. I guess that would maybe make sense. Okay, now I got this option. It doesn't do loot everything, but it does loot easier. Still hate how the game looks here. Yeah, let's play this. Better looting means profit, I guess. Also, I can actually have it fit on the screen now. Nice, this makes sense now. Maybe. I can even make myself smaller. What an improvement! I guess this makes sense. We just click on stuff, we loot them. Status. Okay, we have status there. Why can't we move this? Okay, we can move this. Can we? We could move it in the other version. Now we can't. Why? Like in the old version, I could move this, and like, why can't I move this thing? Is it bugged? What the hell? Why can't I move this? Did it bug because... You know, let's move... I can't move anything. Why can't I move these things? Do I have some sort of option selected that this allows me to? I don't know. Let's just ride a horse. This may flag a criminal. Nice! We didn't actually kill our horse this time. That's an improvement, probably. Slate roof. No, I'm trying to click on my horse, not the slate roof. Nice, okay. Now, why can't I move these objects though? Why is the UI fixed? Did I fix it somehow here? Ah, is it like holding Alt? Yes, holding Alt moves it. Okay, now I understand what is Gump. Gumps are like everything is a Gump. What is mobile is that? Close health bar Gump when mobile. What? Mobile is dead? What does that mean? Okay, hold Alt to move Gumps. No, we just want to move Gumps. Okay, nice. Let's have the health bar. No, this doesn't look good. I want the classic one. Okay, more information might be good. I don't know. A bit smaller. Okay. Attack. Oh, we need to be in war mode. Okay. Don't attack my horse. Okay, cool. We did not suicide this time. That's a very good thing. Still have no clue how to... Why is this gold here? Didn't they already take all the gold? So the new looting system is bugged. Okay, cool. Ghostly corpse, what the hell is this? Whoa, that's a Dorgan. Lady Bear. They look kick-ass. Whoa. Blessed. 64 spells. The glorious Lady Bear. Legendary Tamer. Nice. Nice. What a shield. It has pink in its description. That's insane. This is an insane woman. They're probably AFKing, just like attacking monsters. Oh, I got like loot from it. Cool. I'll take that. So they're not like auto-looting. I'm getting all the loot. Fair. Why does it always keep like one item? Nightshade. Don't I have the skill to actually use Nightshade or something? I don't know. This is too complex. Okay. Let's not attack that lady. That lady looked strong. But can I attack this one? Yeah, okay, nice. Still don't understand how to use defense style. Disrobe. We have disrobe. At least we have that much. Infused. Yeah, gold. This time it took the gold. That's nice, I guess. Also, let's not have both. Let's have corpse option both. No, that's not it. What is corpse option both? Okay, so grid loot only. Let's try that. It looks ugly, but it gets the job done. Also, we have 19 health. That's not a lot. Ooh, we have 20. We get health back. That's cool. Okay, cool enough, cool enough. Some heals maybe. Gained a little fame. Okay, you have some quest for me to make gold. I like the chaos that's in my little backpack. Yeah. Also, this might make sense. Yeah. Windowed mode is a bit ugly. Okay, so... Okay, let's talk with the adventurer. We don't want to fight them again! You there, you know, way to the local archer. I don't want to take all of these people to, like, other people. I don't know the way to the local archer, but we'll find out. We'll find out. This is a tutorial quest kind of thing. She wants me to become more knowledgeable about the city. Here's a Black Knight, Dark Knight of the Challenger of Old Haven. I would like to fight that guy, but wooden wall, huh? Looked like a door. I guess there's like a maze and like traps and stuff there to get to the knight. Chat, the seeker of adventure. Okay, come here, lady. I'm thinking the archer should be around here, maybe. So many different people. Boyer. Boyer seems close-ish to archer. Come here. Come here. Boo 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 boo. I like the other client sound effect more. It was probably the same one, but just like this one has some sort of like it makes the sound more clean. That sucks. Okay, there's apparently an archer here. I didn't see it, but she found the archer, so all good. That's it for today. I feel amazing. I still don't know how much I'll play this thing, but the game's absolutely insane. I love this game. It's a meditative experience in and dun 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 dun. That's it, boys and girls. Log out. Tekken 7 in a couple of hours, I guess. Yay.